parents, I was like, you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. How's everybody doing today?
Freaking awesome. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful.
Good. Good. I know Kristen's doing awesome. Jennifer, you look like you're doing awesome.
I'm fed. I think
there you go.
Earlier.
There you go.
And we all know Debbie's doing awesome. She's always awesome.
That's right. That's right. Marcel, on the other hand, I don't know. How you doing today, Marcel?
I'm good. How about you guys?
Good. Doing good.
And then we got Gloria, who's going to sit in the back and just wait for the right time to ask a question.
Doing great, Chad.
Yeah, there you go.
Good.
So we're gonna get today started here, but I want to do kind of a little bit of Mindset Monday on some things that I've been seeing in the industry, and also just to be transparent, some things that have been happening with me, and hopefully you guys can get a lot out of it. So for your notes today, the main core training is going to be around how to leveraging video and then getting video into your remarketing campaigns, specifically getting your brand in front of a giant group of people for literally like pennies to be able to do it. So that's the main core of today's training. But before we get into that, I want to talk about doubt a little bit. And what's interesting about the human psyche is there's a lot of like really crazy things that go on throughout our day. And when you're in entrepreneurship or you're in real estate or you're doing anything new, there's a whole rush of thoughts that go on through our head throughout the day. And a lot of those can actually be seeds of doubt that are kind of hanging out in the back of our minds. And what happens is if we don't filter those seeds of doubt the right way, it can actually end up crushing our productivity, and we can end up in off course and we don't even realize it, or we could end up like doing things or acting a certain way and we don't even realize it. So the backstory on this is I'm working on a really big deal in real estate right now. And it's a huge opportunity. And basically, we've worked for 4 years to get to this point, to even get an opportunity to do this deal. And what's interesting is that as I'm putting this deal together and there's so many different parties involved, what's interesting is how much negativity and doubt comes out in this process, where you have one group of people that are doubting, that have doubt, and they're really negative. Another group of people is excited. And I've been really focusing on filtering this and making sure to keep my psyche in check. How many people have had like people that are close to you that have doubted you? Like, can we relate to what I'm talking about? They've put they put nastiness all around you, right? And some of them, they don't even do it intentionally. They don't even realize they're doing it. So I don't want to come across like everyone's evil. that will cast doubt, right? That's not the point here. But then there's some people that they literally need to be negative to make themselves feel better, because if they put you down, right, it makes them feel better, right? It just elevates them, whether that's on a subconscious level or whatever it may be. And then there's some people that are just afraid. They're afraid that whatever you're doing is going to affect them in some way, shape, or form. And because they don't have all of the knowledge or experience, or they don't know the situation that you like know everything that you know, they feel out of control. And when people feel out of control, they're going to cast doubt, right? They're going to come across negative. And so whether it's ourself that has this doubt in our minds, or whether it's coming from the outside, it's really, really important to have a really strong, healthy filtering process around doubt. And so what I've tried to do, especially this weekend, because I got bombarded with a whole bunch of negativity this weekend. It was absolutely insane. Just negativity, arrows just flying. And a lot of it was because of there's a lot on the line. Certain people have certain questions and all the above, right? Some from family to friends to business partners, whatever it may be. So I want to give you guys a strategy that I use when I get doubt, how to filter this. And hopefully it'll help you. So step number one is, no matter what you're facing, just know and believe deep down that you are the best at what you do. So you gotta have that. And even if that might not have manifested itself, you have to protect your confidence. Does that make sense? That makes sense. You have to protect your confidence. And so it's really, really important that when you get that, you don't let them deflate you, and you almost like develop thick skin, like a thick, kind of like, what is that? Antimentium? What's that? I forget what that metal is called, but like you have really thick skin. So when somebody's negativity hits you, it just bounces off. And
titanium.
That's it. There you go. And it just bounces off, and you don't let it affect you. Now, it's easier said than done, and that is a muscle that builds over time. But don't let the rule number one is, don't let people's negativity and doubt, okay, or your self-doubt stop you from moving forward. At the same time, it's important to filter what people are saying and to be open-minded on what parts of it maybe can make you better. Does that make sense to everybody? So there's a fine balance here in being a stubborn bull and never getting bettered, and also being like weak-minded or letting people's opinions that aren't true affecting how we act in our life, or our own self-talk affect our life. And actually filtering out the balance in between of what you can bring in that can help you be better. And here's what I would say to help find this balance. That's why going back to your process or your morning routine of what you're putting in your mind on a daily basis to build your confidence level, okay, is what matters most. Behind that is putting yourself around people, okay, that are going to speak positive and help you, but also speak truth. They have that balance. They're going to tell you, they're going to speak truth, but then they're also going to make sure they're building you up. And so for me, you have to earn the right to speak negativity in my life. You have to earn the right to critique me. And so when it comes across, that's how I filter it. All right, has this person earned the right to really critique me? How well do they know me? Does that make sense to everybody? Have they earned the right to question my business moves? Have they earned the right to question my decision making as a real estate agent, or what I'm trying to do in my dreams and goals? Have they even earned that right? And so that's a little bit about how I process negativity and doubt. And if they haven't earned that right, I don't really pay too much attention to it. right? Like, I really don't care, to be honest with you. Like, I have developed, you develop this over time, like this strategy. So I just want you to just write this down. And I want you to write a couple names of people that you just want to prove wrong. I just want that you want to prove wrong, that you're like, you know what? And then I want you to ask another question as you're writing them down. Have they even earned the right to question you? And if they have, then maybe you filter it a little bit differently. But if they don't know really what's in your mind and your heart and your soul, maybe they haven't earned that right. Here's the other side of it. Maybe it's your job to communicate more clearly what you're trying to accomplish and why you're doing what you're doing. And you might get a little bit more support. So I'm hoping that sits well with everybody, or that you took something away from that quick before we get in today's training. But we'll be happy to open it up for maybe 5 minutes of Q&A here before we get into the core training of today.
Yeah, I have a question. I really like what you're saying, Isaiah, but can you give us an example on how you handle some of these individuals when you say there are folks that have earned the right and those who haven't? So how would you respond to someone who is providing criticism who has not earned the right?
Yeah, that's great. So it might be something like this. It might sound something like this. Hey, Gloria, I appreciate where you're coming from. I don't know if you have earned the right to give me that feedback.
That's great. I like that. I'm going to use it next time.
And the reason why I say that, Gloria, is not to be a jerk or mean, but I feel like you're looking at things from your perspective, which is fair. But I think you should take time to get the whole picture before you give me that opinion.
I will do that. Thanks for that feedback.
Yeah, so that's how I would, like, I was doing a role play with you, right? As if you were that person. But that's, if they're coming across, or maybe you reword it a little bit to say, hey, I appreciate where you're coming from. I would say that from my point of view, you don't really have the full picture. And until you get the full picture, it's really hard for me to receive what you're saying, to be very open with you. That might be a more softer way to word it, right?
so much nicer than what I would have said. Just saying.
Yeah.
I like it. Very good.
Well, a lot of it depends too, because here's the thing, folks. It's really important not to take things personal, even when somebody's coming at you, because once you start taking it personal, what starts happening? Really nasty, negative things, right? And so the goal is to work through this process without taking things too personal, because again, a lot of it's a limited point of view. So Scott goes, I'm sorry for critiquing you about the Bills. Hey, Scott, you have earned that right.
Never apologize for that.
You have earned that right. So with that, I'm gonna move on from our little mindset training here, and I hope that was helpful. And so, John, if you could transition and set the stage for what we're going to do to learn, what we're going to learn and implement in our businesses today.
Sure thing. How's everybody doing? Today, what we want to review is just the 4 types of video that you're going to want to record, and in the order that you want to record them, so that we can get them implemented into our sales and marketing plan. And that's through video email, video text, and or the video remarketing through our new remarketing software powered by Whitley. So there's 4 types of videos. You're going to want to write this down. Number 1 is your introduction video. And this is a 1 to 2 minute video about yourself or about your team. That way your potential clients can get to know who you are. How long have you been in the industry? How long have you serviced your community, right? Have you lived there your entire life? What makes you unique? What are your unique values that set you apart from your competition? So that's the 1 to 2 minute introduction video. That's the very first video you want to have recorded. You don't want to work on any of the other videos until you've gotten that one out first, okay? That way we can market it to your entire database. They know who you are and why you're reaching out, and then the other videos are going to make more sense in the future. The second one that you're going to want to make, there's two of them, but they're educational videos. You're either going to do a buyer educational or a seller educational, and that depends on what area you're trying to target. I believe most of us right now are trying to focus on sellers. So my recommendation would be to have an educational seller video ready before an educational buyer. And you're going to want to do different topics every single month for your educational videos, okay? So ultimately, you want to end up having at least one video for every week out of the month that you can market to your database. And if you need ideas for a seller video, what you're going to do is go to your dashboard.realestatenexus.io. And under your Ren apps, you're going to go to Business Video School. So that's this little tile right here called Business Video School. And once you log into Business Video School, you're going to see a section called, and I want you to write this down, Video Recipes, okay? Video Recipes. That's where you're going to find all of your different types of videos, examples, and downloadable materials. And that's right here under View Resource. And say you wanted to do explanation videos for the real estate process. And then there's a topic called Home Seller Initial Consultation Prep, right? So this is a 2.5-minute video that you can watch as an example. There's an overview. They have a Canva template that you can access. And then there's downloadable PDFs that'll walk you through step by step on how to create this video, okay? So for instance, step 1, download a teleprompter app if you wanted to. Copy and paste the script into the app. Find a good place to film your video and set up your equipment. Read your script a few times to practice, and then record your video with a couple of other instructions to get you to record better videos, okay? Some good ideas in here. And then you've got your scripts and your ad copy. And that's all accessible from the Ren dashboard under Business Video School, and then you go to Video Recipes. So our first action step for today, if you haven't recorded your introduction video, is going to end up being to record an intro video. If you've already done an intro, you're going to want to pick one of those topics from Business Video School so that we can recreate that, okay? And then the last type of video, these are going to be, from time to time, what you're going to want to record to mix in to your educational topics. They're testimonial videos. This is you bringing on a buyer or seller client, or if you're doing recruiting, another agent on your team that's willing to talk up the service that you offer and what value you brought to them so that you can market that out to potential clients. So we want to start to put together a list of our top past clients that we know we can reach out to and say, hey, Isaiah, I'm so thankful I was able to work with you to get your home sold and put you in the right home going forward for you and your family. I wanted to see if you could come over to my office tomorrow and just do a quick 1 to 2 minute video with me, just talking about your experience that you had with working with me so that I can showcase that to other individuals, right? And then we're going to bring them into our environment so that we can market that to our database. Does that make sense to everybody? The 3 core types of videos?
Yep, it does. And why are we doing these videos, guys? Why are these videos so important? I want to make sure we understand the psychology in the marketing plan. Why are these so important?
Because then they see us, know us, and trust us.
Yes, absolutely. So I want you to fast forward 3 months from now or a month from now, when you go to make your follow-up calls to the leads in your database, and they've already seen you several times with several videos in between those follow-up calls, how much better that call is going to be. Right? Has anybody ever walked to maybe you're walking in the park and you ran across somebody that you haven't seen in a while, and they say, hey, little Johnny looks so cute in that picture on the playground the other day. And you're like, I haven't talked to you in like 5 years. How do you know about little Johnny? Well, it's because they're seeing all that on your Facebook page or wherever it is. And so they're still staying connected with you. And it's the same psychology here, is that every lead, every new lead, every middle of the funnel lead, every follow-up, every past client, you're staying in front of them at all freaking times in between your follow-up. So it's massive leverage, and we can't take this for granted. So that's why we keep, that's why we're just, it's the core of our Monday trainings, because it's kind of like, it's like the missing piece to the puzzle for a lot of people right now to be able to stay in front of their database. And so, John, from here, I believe we're going to split off or give people an opportunity to do a video or to practice a video at this point. Is that correct?
Correct. So I'm going to actually be creating 2 breakout rooms. One is for those of you that have not done an introduction video. And then room 2 is going to be for a home seller educational video. So I'm going to put in the chat, or have you put in the chat, room 1 or room 2. 1 is for your intro. 2 is if you want to work on a home seller educational video. And then Jonathan, who do you want me to assign to each room for support?
I'll do room 2 and Amy can do room 1.
Perfect.
And guys, remember, they are there to help you implement stuff. So we feel free to ask questions, but we don't want to get into training. We want to get into implementation. So we want to go from training to implementation. So these breakout rooms are designed to help you actually implement. All right. So please make sure all your questions are around implementation. Can we agree on that, everybody? Is that cool? Right. So with that, John, let's go ahead and let's put what do you want to do? Like a 15-minute?
Yeah, so it's about 12:39. So what I'm thinking is let's come back at 12:55, and then we'll close up with showing you how to upload them to the marketing hub and into your remarketing tool. And I am assigning everybody to their rooms right now. Just bear with me.
Go to your room.
You don't have the right to tell me that, Ken. Cool. Ken, have you been out? Have you been out walking in the woods? Do you still walk a lot in the winter?
I do.
That's awesome.
I do. Yeah, and actually, I acclimated about a week ago. I was walking around. It was like 15 degrees. I'm like, it's not so bad.
Yeah,
I like when I get there, But now I'm ready for spring.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool.
All right. So everybody that put in the chat what room they wanted, you are now assigned to the right rooms. And then there's just a few people that I am waiting on. D, would you like to go to room 1 to work on an intro video, or room 2 for a seller video?
Let's do room 2.
Okay. And then I've got Diana. Would you like to go to room 1 for an intro, or room 2 for a home seller video educational? And if you're talking, you're on mute, or you can put it in the chat for me. Scott would like to go to room 1. Okay. Marcel, do you want to go to room 1 or room 2?
2.
2. Okay, I'm going to put you in there. And then Melissa and Jennifer, are you guys with me? Okay, Melissa's going to room 1. Jennifer's going to room 1. Diana's going to room 1. And then Nate, I'm going to put you in room 2. And then Alec, I'm gonna put you in room 1 to help with Amy. Just make sure that they're doing implementation like Isaiah said, okay? Thanks, guys.
Can somebody make me co-host? We have people that aren't muting out and I can't mute them manually and they stepped away from their computer.
You're good. I'm going to put out a broadcast message with a 5-minute warning.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. Looks like everyone's coming back in a second here. Everybody able to implement and start recording their first video? Can you drop in the chat done if you were able to get a video recorded today? I just want to see who was able to implement. If you could just put done in the chat if you have a video created today. Hey, Ken, 2 takes is better than 0 takes, right? At least you did it.
I mean,
Worst
that was a
video
mistake.
is
That
gonna
was
be
12
better
takes,
than
my
their
friend. That was
non-video.
12.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
12.
12.
Listen, not everybody can be a 1-take kind of guy like me, you know. Isaiah's more like 4 or 5.
Yeah, that just went the wrong way. We'll just leave. We'll just leave.
I hate you.
We'll just leave it. We'll just leave it there.
He usually records the first 5 seconds of a video and then swears at himself and then cuts the tape and then goes on to the next one.
Yeah.
All right, we got a couple of dones. That's great. We got a couple of almost dones.
Cool.
So it looks like everybody was working on implementation here. Bobby said he did 3 takes, might need to do 3 more. Completely understandable.
I
I'm
think
just glad to
Bobby-
see that you guys are implementing and working on this, right? Because we want these to become more of a training and then workshop than just training, so we can get things accomplished.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then Isaiah, I'm just briefly going to walk them through how to upload their videos into Marketing Hub and into their Remarketing platform.
Perfect.
And then we can take it away from there. Okay.
Sounds great.
So,
Could you
the
make sure they're
first-
following along though, if that's okay?
yep. So can you guys still see my screen? It should be the dashboard right now, right? Okay. So step 1 is going to be to go to your dashboard.realestatenexus.io. Okay. And then we're going to click on our Remarketing Hub. So if you could put there in the chat once you're inside of your Marketing Hub and logged in. Just want to make sure everybody can get to this screen here. So we're going to go to our dashboard. We're going to click on Remarketing Hub and we're going to sign in. Perfect. And then the next step is we're going to go to the videos module on the left. Okay. So we want to go to videos right here. And then we're going to click upload video for email. And then we're going to choose our video from our files. Okay. So we want to make sure we upload our video in here. So I'm going to have everybody take a minute, go to your Marketing Hub, go to videos, click upload for email, and then put done in the chat once you have a video uploaded into your Marketing Hub. And again, that's dashboard, Remarketing Hub, videos, and then upload video for email. And then we're just going to put done in the chat once we've uploaded that to our Marketing Hub account.
I'm not seeing Ren.
So the first thing you're going to want to do, and I'm going to copy and paste this in the chat here for you, is you're going to go to dashboard.realestatenexus.io. That'll bring you to your dashboard page. And then once you log in there with your username and password or with Google, you're going to click on the Remarketing Hub tile under Ren Apps. Let me know if that works for you, Jennifer, okay?
Another way to do it, Jennifer or guys, is just go to our main website. Another way to do it is just go to our main website and then click on dashboard, if that's easier. That's what I do. So.
Okay. And then once we're in our once we're in our Marketing Hub videos, upload a video, and then upload an email video. Is anybody having any issues with this part right here? Put it in the chat if you have any questions or if you're running into anything. Okay. So no one's got questions, but no one's got a video uploaded.
I have a question, or maybe it's an issue. I'm not really sure. When I was in trying to create a video out of Lion Desk, it kept telling me to press record, and there was no record button visible.
Oh, so you were on this screen right here, Thomas. You went to record a video, and then it won't let you click on this.
Right. There was some kind of a wheel spinning behind the microphone icon.
Yeah, so what that means is right now Zoom is using your camera. So it won't let the Marketing Hub use your camera at the same time.
That
So
makes
what
sense.
you would, yeah, either you'd have to do it after the meeting, or when you're on the meeting, you see at the bottom of your screen where it says like mute or stop video. If you click on the arrow next to stop video, you can always leave your video completely off or change it to a different camera. That way the Marketing Hub can use it at the same time, okay?
Is that in the Zoom that I would stop? Yeah, I'll record it later. That's fine.
Okay.
I get it now.
Yep, no problem.
Makes sense. The device can only can be used for one thing.
Yeah, no, I've had a lot of people run into that, so no worries. That's a great question. All right, so it looks like a couple people got that uploaded in there. And then the last thing I wanted to show you was your remarketing powered by Whitley. So if you're on your dashboard, there's also an app here called Ren Remarketing. And if you're already a client and you don't have your logins, you're going to want to reach out to rensupport.com, and you're going to want to click yes right here. And that's going to make the dashboard remember that you're a client so that you can log into it. So on your dashboard, when you click on the app, you're going to choose yes because you're a client. And then you're going to reach out to rensupport.com to activate your remarketing portal if you don't have one already. For those of you that do, it's the same process as loading it into the Marketing Hub. We're going to go to Media Library. We're going to click Add Media. So step 1, Media Library. Step 2, Add Media. And then step 3 is going to be to title your video, give it a quick description so that we can easily find it. And then we're going to browse our files to upload our video. And then hit submit, okay? So for those of you that finished your video today, you're going to want to have it uploaded into your Marketing Hub and uploaded into your Ren Remarketing tool powered by Whitley. And if you have any issues with either of those 2 action steps, you're going to go to rensupport.com right here. And you're just going to put in a request to have someone help you. So you click submit a ticket. And then you're going to do general support. And you're just going to put in your contact information. The subject line should be your main issue. Need help loading video into Marketing Hub and remarketing. And then give them a quick description of what you need help with. And then just click submit. And they'll be able to walk you through step by step how to get those videos uploaded into these 2 sections here. Okay. Laura, no, the audiences won't see the description of the video. When you do the Ren Remarketing, they're going to see your Facebook post, like your ad, and then they're going to see whatever description you put into the ad. So say, for instance, you do a home seller video, your topic should be the headline. Then a quick 1 to 2 sentences about what the video covers should be your description. And then there will be a link for them to go to a landing page to get a free home evaluation. That should be what your ad layout looks like if you do a home seller video tip. Okay.
Yeah, I think next week, John, we can do a training on landing pages.
Sure thing.
Would you guys find that helpful if we did training on how to set up a simple landing page from the Remarketing Hub? Would that be helpful to you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We'll do that. We'll do that next week. Yeah,
And then I just wanted to highlight one thing, Isaiah, before we transition.
Yep.
So this was the ad that Bobby ran for our brokerage.
Look at you go, Bobby.
Yeah, he recorded a video. He got a topic from Business Video School, just like we talked about. He did a video on breaking up with your home this coming Valentine's Day. And we got that ad up and running about a week and a half ago. We spent a total of $127, guys, and we've had over 5,500 video plays, between 1,400 unique viewers, and at least 5,600 people have seen our ad on social media. So think about that.
43 people clicked through to the landing
page. Yep, and 43 people clicked through the landing page that can book appointments right with our team. So for $127, would everybody agree that they would love to see these kind of results? If you could get 5,000 video views for $100, right? It's pretty powerful stuff right here. We want to make sure we're utilizing all the software that you guys have access to.
And folks, what's cool about this is every single one of these people are already in our database. So we're staying in front of them at all times. So one important thing, guys, to write this down, that frequency when it turns 5, you want to write this down. When that frequency turns 5, you got to take the video down and launch a new one.
Yep.
And so this video is getting very close to hitting, meaning those people have seen it 5, the audience has seen it 5 times. And so it's time to do a new video.
Yep. And the easiest way to remember that, guys, is you should be recording at least 1 new video a month, most likely 2 videos a month. You know, you want to run your ads for about 2 weeks and then put out a new video, so that, to Isaiah's point, they're not seeing the same content over and over and over again. And this one is a little different because it's for Valentine's Day, so it ends the day before Valentine's Day, which should get us right before that frequency of 5.
Right.
All right. So last thing I'm going to ask, if you guys plan to get your videos loaded into your Remarketing and start publishing ads within the next week or 2, put yes in the chat, just so I can see who's actually interested in getting this done. Perfect. I love seeing these yeses. Debbie, I love it. Kristen, I love the all caps. And then Thomas, yes, I'll have our team send you the video that Bobby recorded so that you could take a quick look at it, okay? All right, Isaiah, that's all I got. We got about 5 minutes before we got to jump into the lead gen challenge.
Yep. If you're interested in joining our lead conversion challenge, and, and you, or I would say yourself or your team, whoever, then you can go to check that out. We'll drop the link in. We're actually starting that in 5 minutes, and we're going to be kicking off the first session, just talking about specific lead gen sources that we believe you need to have integrated into your business going to 2022. If you haven't already picked all your lead gen sources out yet, you're going to definitely want to check that out, along with some other really cool topics. So with that, we are good to go, guys. We appreciate you. And we hope that today's session moved you one step closer to getting your multi-channel marketing program going. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks, John.